successful. Let me tell you what to do. All the great ones did it. It's your turn to. You might get knocked down. They might even say you're crazy. Get out your comfort zone. It's what you have to do. So take a leap of faith and jump as far as you can. And when you look around, look how high you're soaring. Jump, jump, even if you're nervous. It's your turn to jump, jump. You gotta get that courage. It's your turn to act like a success. Be part of success in order to become the best.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me get you guys, make sure everybody can see. Make sure you guys can see. You got a different kind of high. There we go. Everybody say different. What's up, y'all? I think we're gonna try Periscope today. Let's see if I can get that going. In order to become the best, I think I got it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's early here in Cali. It's only 8 a.m. I know for you guys, I got a lot of people from the South, Georgia. Let me log on to Periscope. It's all up to you. People are saying get on Periscope, so gotta love technology. There we go. Yay! It's working. Okay. We straight. We live. Okay. Yay! Hey! You gotta jump, even if you're nervous. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What? It is Wednesday morning here in sunny California. The sun is rising. Starbucks is popping. I got my order. So we need to get into it. So first of all, can I just let you guys know that last night we touched, I don't know why I did the number. It was like 800 and something people. Last night, that's crazy. That's so crazy. I got inboxes from day one. So if you're just joining me, hey, what's up, world? I'm Lakeisha Michelle. I am a licensed hairdresser, makeup artist. I'm a singer. I love to motivate and inspire, and I have the gift of being able to just live the life I love. I've created and designed something that's crazy and barely recognizable by the things that I'm going to share with you today, the tips and the steps that I took to be able to create the income that I wanted so I can live the life that I want. And so I feel compelled, and I always have since I've started my career in hairdressing. So I'm speaking to hairdressers because of that. I'm starting to just share the steps that I took, because that's the biggest question that I get. How did you get this? How do you get that? How do you get customers? How do I keep the customers? Where, it's like a million questions, right? Oh, let me close the window. They're doing trash day today. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So I created these live streams, and we're going to be doing this for 5 days. And it's actually been going really, really well. So I'm so excited to have touched, 800 some people last night. That is absolutely crazy. Hey, what's up, T-Ran? What's up? What's up? Say what's up, guys, if you're in the chat room right now. So I'm just excited because last night was the first day, and we talked about the characteristics of successful hairdressers, and we're going to continue the conversation. Of course, that could be a whole curriculum by itself, right? But what I'm going to do is just share with you the steps that I took that are still working and that create the success that I want to see in my life. And success is relevant to whatever it is that you want, whatever you want. So I do understand that. And for me, I want freedom. I want to be able to move around, travel wherever I want to. I want to live by the water. I want, all these things. And that's what I've created for myself. And I've kind of documented and looked at everything that I did and put a formula to it. And I'm not just giving you the formula now without it being tested. I've helped other hairdressers with their marketing and with their branding and getting their websites up. So now it's time for me to share. But first, the first thing that I did that allowed me to see a change in my life was my mentality. So I thought, of course, the first thing that we're going to talk about, this is day 2, is your mentality. And so yesterday we covered a lot of juicy stuff. This is, wow, you are very exciting. Thank you. So good morning, Julie. Good morning. What up, Lenara? I was so inspired last night. You're amazing. Yes. If you were on last night, say what's up. You guys remember #Power Rally. I want to see. I saw some of you guys sending me inboxes of your homework. We had homework last night. Y'all, I love homework. I'm a nerd. So it was only right for me to give you guys just a little bit of homework so that everything. What's up, Nikki Nicole? I see you, mama, on YouTube. What's going on? We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Periscope. This is fun. This is super fun. So I love to share information. Like I said, I'm an open book. And I'm not sharing things that I just made up. Like a lot of people want to Google stuff and then regurgitate, which is fine, that works, but I'm sharing with you what is working. What is working. So let me pull up I don't know why the screen keeps changing. So yesterday we went over a lot. It was a lot of information. It was so much information. And so today I'm just going to recap. So from day 1, we talked about, and y'all know, wait a minute, get your pens and your papers ready. We had a lot of notes. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Grab your pen, grab your paper. There's a lot of content. These replays will expire once the Power Rally is up. We got a couple more days of this. It's gonna be exciting and it's jam-packed full of content. And so make sure you got your pen and paper so that you can take notes and you can do your homework. And it helps you. This is like free training and it helps you. These are the things that I use to help me and I still use this. So trust and believe. You're gonna need your pen, okay? I got my pen. I'm gonna need you to get yours. So yesterday we talked about, and the conference that I'm having is the CEO Stylist, and I love that title because when you're in beauty school and when you're in the hair industry for how many ever years, because you can be in the industry. I got people that I've helped that have been in the industry for 20 years. But you get stuck in actually doing the business, like working in it and not working on it. And so there's plenty of hair technical classes that you can take on how to do this and how to do that, curl this, wand that, right? But I want to speak to the stylists who are interested in up-leveling their business and who want to look at numbers. I want to look at numbers. I don't know about you guys, but numbers don't lie, and I want to see them grow. Okay, so as I decided to look at numbers and start actually monitoring what I was doing and writing down goals, I saw results. And so yesterday what we talked about were the characteristics of a successful hairstylist. And we just went over what CEOs do, because we are the CEOs of our lives and our business, okay? You can create and design the life you want. I am living proof. Like I said yesterday, I went from sleeping on the floor to rolling in the high rise, okay? And it's not because it's bragging, but it's because I wanted that and I made it happen through the steps that I'm sharing with you right now. What's up, Nikki Nicole? Hey, boo. So here's the deal. We went over yesterday about how we set the direction for our lives. And so you guys really love that. And it's just so true. And like I said, I'm living proof. I set the tone for the things that I want. The CEO set the direction for the company. Okay, that was number 1. Number 2, we talked about having a vision and a strategy. Okay, because you can't set a direction if you don't have a vision of where you want to go. So we actually talked about how to spend time assessing where you are and where you want to go. And I love the email responses that I got. Good morning. I think that's Snicka. I hope I said your name right. Good morning. I see you saying good morning. I see everybody on YouTube. What's up, y'all? So we actually talked about how you think about your vision and how you implement a strategy. And a lot of people hadn't even thought about that because we just get taught as hairdressers, as professionals, to go to work. But it's like, no, that's not the end all be all. And there's multiple revenue streams within that. So let's talk about where we want to go, right? Let's talk about where we are, which sometimes isn't that exciting. And then let's talk about where we want to go, which that's very exciting. It's very motivating. Okay, that was number 2. So number 1 was you set the direction. I set the direction. You take responsibility for that because that's what CEOs do. And then number 2, they create a vision and a strategy. Okay. And then number 3, it's you motivate yourself. It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. And remember what I told you about Dr. Lou? He told me, if it is to be, it is up to me. Like, that is the best thing that he could have told me. It really, really stuck with me to this day. He told me that years ago. And the day I decided to change my life, set the direction, take a vision and strategy, and implement, I started to see change, right? And so, just know that number 1 is I set the direction. Number 2 is vision and strategy. Number 3 is I motivate myself as a CEO. I have to motivate myself. And then I also, when I motivate myself, that goes over into my customers, my family, everybody that I come in contact with. When I went to Starbucks, literally every time I go downstairs, people are like, there she is. Hey. I just be like, hey, y'all, like, all I do is go downstairs. I'm motivated. I spend, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let me not jump ahead of myself. And the number 4 tip that we got yesterday was we have to have self-discipline, period. And successful people do the same things that unsuccessful people don't want to do. There's a bunch of stuff in your business that is not glamorous, that is not fun. I don't like working on the stuff that's so tedious and gives me a headache, but I gotta do it because I know that there are people that are not gonna do it. And I'm gonna be different and I'm gonna be extraordinary. So I'm gonna do the things that other people won't do. And guess what? I get results. And so that's what we talked about yesterday, is having self-discipline, whether anybody is watching or not. That's important. That's a key right there. And so today, we're going to continue the conversation. I see Veronica says, great info. I downloaded Eat That Frog after last night's live. Oh, yeah, because the book that I talked about, thank you for my hearts on Periscope. The book that I talked about was Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. That's the book that changed my life. That's the book that made me look at myself 360 and realize I was a shitty mess and I needed to fix it. And so I encourage you to get that book because he goes deeper into self-discipline. Way deeper. And he talks about the strategy. So we implemented, I gave you guys a tip yesterday about how to write out, and it's actually in that book. I wish I was getting paid to promote it, but I'm not. So the book is Eat That Frog, and it talks about how to write out your goals as if they already were and put a date by them. You set a deadline and then you work backwards. You reverse engineer that goal and you decide to what it takes, and you break down what it takes to reach that goal. These things that you decide that it may take, they may change because you may implement a bunch of strategies and maybe one of those strategies get you the best results. Then you know, but you wouldn't know unless you were measuring. So it's all about measuring and tracking the things that you're doing. Thank you for the hearts on Facebook. You guys show some love, share the stream. This is amazing. We touched 800 some people last night, so definitely want to keep this going. This is all positive things that you can implement into your life right now, and I promise you will see change because these are the steps that I took, right? Okay, so we're going to continue the conversation. So today we're going to talk about what makes you extraordinary, the difference between extraordinary and ordinary, because that is something that I had to, like I said, it's another one of those things where it's a hard self-assessment where you're going, how can I be better, right? And in order to be better, you first have to admit what you're not good at. And it's not always the best feeling, but it is what it is. So let's look at some of the things that make you ordinary. I'm gonna look at the 2 most common things as a hairdresser that make you ordinary, that make you regular, that make you just be slumming along every day, just doing the same old, same old. It's not exciting. You don't see a way out. You're always like this. These are the things, let me tell you. So 2 things that make you an ordinary business owner, ordinary CEO, because I don't care if you work for a commission or if you work for yourself, you're still the CEO of your life. So 2 things that make ordinary business owners. And these are the 2 things that I think are the most common. And I know from my own experience and just when helping other people and knowing from the messages that I get on YouTube and Facebook of people asking questions. One, people just want to get in the industry and take shortcuts to everything. And that is, hi, Manji. Hi, how you doing? So people just want to get in the industry. I hear it all the time, especially from beauty school students. I just want to do you want to do the thing that you think is the fastest way to your Bentley and like Instagram life. Because baby, they paint pictures on Instagram. It's annoying. Like it's a lot of hard work. Nobody's just showing the hard day-to-day grinding you got to do. I get up at 4 a.m. and sometimes I work 24 freaking hours. And that is not a complaint. It's no pat on the back. It's just what it takes to create the kind of income that I want and to create the income that needs to invest in the other things, the other dreams. Because some of you work for somebody else right now. And guess what? Until you start viewing that job as your investor, as the thing that's investing in your dreams, like you're still going to feel crappy and you're going to approach everything looking for the shortcut. And you can't approach this industry looking for a shortcut. That's going to make you ordinary. And you got some people who shortcut and they make some money real fast and then they burn out because you're not in it for the right reasons. So I think that as a CEO of your life, we got to think long term. And I have to learn this. And there's still so many areas of my personal life. Like I'm so impatient, but we got to think long term. Deandra says, preach. Hey, what's up, Nikki? I see you guys need it. Latanya, what's going on, y'all? So it's just true. Like you can't come in here going, okay, well, how to make the most money? I hear that so much. And I think that's very sad because you guys, we're dealing with human beings. You know, there's only like 5 industries where you can touch people the way we as hairdressers can touch people. We're all up in a personal. And you want to just shortcut them? No, that's not going to make you extraordinary. And if it does, it's going to be short-lived. So that's number one. Number two is, you just barely like, and here, I put little names to this. So when I was writing this, I was trying to think about like titles to make you remember so that if you're doing something, you go, oh, no, I can't take that. So the shortcut stylist, that is the person who wants to follow the easy brick road. Y'all remember the yellow brick road? Get on down, get on down. I thought about Michael Jackson. That was like the easy brick road. I was trying to be clever, maybe not. But you're looking for an easy way. And here, this whole business is not easy. It's a lot of hard work. Now, once you get into a formula, once you get into a flow, there are going to be some things that are easy for you and it becomes fulfilling and it's exciting. But when you're working on the business as the CEO, you cannot take the easy brick road, okay? And then number two is you develop a lead foot. And it's really kind of the same as number one. And y'all know, like, I don't know about y'all, but I used to get so many traffic tickets because I had a Mustang, baby. I was zooming all the time. I didn't even care. I just speed all the time, never fall. Give me my tickets so I can go because I got somewhere to be. That's how I am, right? And so in the industry, when you have those mentalities of a lead foot and the yellow and the easy brick road, you're trying to take shortcuts to everything. You are excited. You are the stylist that's excited when your client calls and cancels. Don't cancel. That's my money. Why are we excited when a client calls and cancels? That doesn't make any sense. That's your money. But you're not thinking straight and you want to get back to TV and the reality shows and kicking it with your boo, being booed up, broke as hell. Like what? That doesn't make any sense. So we can't take the shortcut routes in this industry because we're dealing with human beings. We're dealing with people. That's a heart space. The salon is somewhere where someone comes in and looks at themselves. And as they're looking at themselves in the mirror, they got to address them. So you got to create an environment. You got to be investing. You got to be present mentally. You got to be all these different things. And if you're in the shortcut route, you got the lead foot, you're just trying to get money, and you're not doing what it really takes to get that person the best results. You're not fully invested. Your business is not going to grow right. And even if you have 100 people, I know stylists that do a whole lot of hair and they got the lead foot. And guess what? They're burnt out. They be calling me, Keisha, dang, I'm tired. Because you burn out and your customers be calling me like, well, I go to so-and-so, but she rushed and she was like on her phone and she was doing. Guys, we got to be invested, okay? And we can't have a shortcut to everything mentality. And you can't also just like expect somebody to hand you something, right? So that's what ordinary stylists do. They're just trying to get the money because hairdressing, Top used to tell me all the time, he still be like, that's like dope boy money. I don't know if y'all, now don't be for y'all who, oh my God, a dope boy. Y'all, for real. It literally is like, you just get money. Walking out the salon with like, you get money. And it's around the clock if you want it to be. So you have to be smart. And it is addicting to where you want to just keep getting money, but you're not investing in the career. You're not investing in yourself. You're not investing in the business. That's just going to make you ordinary. You're going to be burnt out. Your customers eventually get tired, and they're going to keep looking for quality. So this is all about the CEO Stylist. I have a passion for empowering hairdressers to be quality and to work with a spirit of excellence. Everything needs to be excellent. You know what I'm saying? Like excellent. Because it's amazing that we get to get a hairdressing license and then go and you have unlimited potential. Unlimited potential. Like seriously. And I'm teaching from a space, like if I had known what I knew, like I learned some of the habits that I picked up from my quote unquote mentors were not really good habits. And I missed a lot of money. And nobody was teaching about money too. So the money that I was making $1,000 a day, like that literally was getting spent at that same day, every day. And I spent it because I knew the next day I'd get another 1,000. Like that's insane, right? But that's the power that we have. So we have to work on honing our powers and being smart with them. I love it. You guys put excellent in the chat box. Excellence, excellence, excellence. What's up, Toya? I see you, mama. So anywho, those are the two main things. It's like you're just in it for the money and you're just trying to shortcut everything. You're not in it for the long haul. Extraordinary hairdressers, they are in it for the long haul. They think long term. Okay? Let's talk about some of the things. I love it. I see you putting excellent, Nikki. I see you, Shaquita, putting excellent. Chardonnay putting excellence. You guys, Vidal Sassoon is he's the guy, right? If you don't know who he is, I'm gonna need you to log off and go figure it out. I love it. Dennis is putting, or L. Dennis is putting excellence. You guys, Vidal Sassoon operated with a level of excellence. And what was really cool about working with my mentor, Nicholas French, he operates with a level of excellence. He was trained by Vidal. Like, I love working with him. He didn't play that. His models had to have on Versace. Like, it was not a game. Like, he took everything serious. When he got on stage, I remember one day we were going out for a hair show and I was assisting him on stage, and he looked at me and he was like, I look good on him. Now, this is an older white guy, English, so he's got that accent and it's so strong. Most people don't even know what he's saying half the time. And he looked at me and he's like, I got on effing, now he said the cuss word. He's like, effing Dior, Gucci shoes. Like, everything, the models had on like Versace and like gowns that were worth $5,000 and $10,000. And he picked like every single thing he did was excellent. Every tool he possessed was excellent. The way he went out on everything was excellent, period. You don't drop the ball, period. And when I go to his house in the Hamptons and we practice, he has this basement in his house and it's just full of hair and all his awards and all this stuff. And he's like, Lakeisha. And he literally acts like my father. He's always on top of me. And he's like, yo, like, you have to operate with a level of excellence. And he tells me this all the time. And guys, I'm telling you, when I decided to shift to that mentality, I saw a difference. My clients see a difference. That's why even when my clients don't agree with me, I had one lady say, no, I had to come back because nobody does my hair like you. And nobody, like, she was tired of the drive. And I was like, I get it. I understand. That's why you got to always, that's another subject, always have a marketing little turning, because people's lives change and people's wants and desires change. And sometimes they just got to go. She came back and she said, I can't find nobody like you. That shouldn't be. Every hairdresser should be operating with a level of excellence. So I'm saying that to say, how do we develop that level of excellence? By following the leaders. So number one for the day is following the leaders. Extraordinary stylists follow the leaders. They don't follow people who are not leaders. I'm talking real leaders. I'm talking industry setting, world record breaking, big time bosses. We're not talking about like, your people next door. You're going to have to get outside of your box. And a lot of times they're in other cultures and other races and other, like, it ain't just like, expand your mind and follow. Look at what they're doing. And it started with me with just looking at how they're dressing and how they're showing up. They look good when they go to work. I was like, oh, I want to look like that. They look like rock stars. Hairdressers are like freaking rock stars. You make rock star money. You show up to work and you change people's lives for a living, right? So I love the hearts, you guys. That's right. Nita says, Nikki says yes. So here's the deal. You got to look at the traits of the person that you admire. So how do they talk? How do they dress? What are they reading? What conferences and seminars are they attending or speaking at? You guys, you got to go stalk those people. So Ammon Carver, Nick Stinson, like when I got to work with them, Christopher Benson, like these people are amazing. I was like, okay, I see what they're studying. I see them off stage. I see them on stage. I see how they're dressing. I see what shears they're cutting with. I see what shoes they're rocking with. I look at how they operate with their models. I look at everything that they're doing. Okay? So you got to follow the leaders. And I looked at the way that they spend their time. You know, anytime we were off stage when I was traveling with my mentors, they were like literally in the grind, looking at books, studying art. They would pull from things that had nothing to do with hairdressing, and they would create. So it's about following like their mental kind of, and then finding yourself in that. And when you do that, I promise you, everything around you will change. So figure out who you're going to follow. What conferences are they? What books are they reading? How are they dressed? How do they speak? How do they treat people? What does their work look like? What are the tools that they're using? What hours do they work? I remember I literally started working the hours that the people that I admire are working. And so as a child, my mom's hairdresser always went to work at 6 a.m., 5. My mentor, a person who helped me when I first got out of beauty school, like at the time she was working 5. So I was like, well, hell, I'm just going to work 5. I'm just going to do what she's doing because it's working, right? So latch on to someone. And I don't want to hear that. Nobody want to teach me nothing. Change your question. Change the way you talk to yourself, because there's always somebody willing to teach. It's a matter of just how you're putting yourself out there. Even when you get knocked down, you got to keep going, right? That's it. So following the leaders. I promise you it will change your lifestyle. I see the hearts. I see the love. Nikki says yes. Nita says yes. I love it. Always. You will change your lifestyle. I started hanging around the right people. And next thing you know, I got a couple more upgrades in my life. And it never stops. You have to be a life learner. And the thing about learning, guys, number 2. So the thing about learning is you have to take action. And we're going to call this learn and do. Learn and do. Y'all put that in the comment box right now. Learn and do. Learn and do. What's up, Timothy? Put learn and do in the comments right now. Learn and do. Learn and do. So every day when you learn something, you got to do it. Every day when you learn something, you got to do it. Okay? I love it. Learn and do. I see you on Periscope. It's what you got to do. So, oh, wait 1 second, guys. Put in the comments. Learn and do. The biggest thing that helps, that is still helping me, I should say, is learning and doing. And here's the key. When you learn and do something, go back to the person that you learned from and tell them that you did it. That's going to open up doors. Trust me. That's what opened up my doors. Like every mentor that I've had, they literally, when I say, I see you guys on YouTube, Danielle saying learn and do. I see you learn and do. Lenara, Nicole, learn and do. Nita, learn and do. Timothy, learn and do. I see you. I see you. I see you. So that's very important, because a lot of times, guys, let me just tell you, you can get caught up in learning and you spend all your time. That's right, Angela. You spend all your time learning. Like every day you learn. You ain't did ish. It's about to be the end of the year. Like look back. What have you accomplished? What goals did you set that you've accomplished? Because yesterday we talked about, y'all got to go back and watch the replay from yesterday. We talked about how to set those goals. And it only happens when you learn and do. Learn and do. Okay? So I'm going to give you my strategy that I do. And I want you guys to just join in and write this down. This is number 3, compound learning. I call it compound learning. Like I literally love to learn. And I'm going to tell you what ways work best and have worked since I've started my hairdressing career, which has allowed me to, you guys, hairdressing has allowed me to travel the country for free. I just turned down an offer to go to Puerto Rico for free in November because I'm going to another state. And I see you, Malik, and learn and do on YouTube. I'm going to another, I'm doing so much traveling. I was like, dang, I got to turn down Puerto Rico. It's a free trip, free, all expense paid for, free trip. Like hairdressing allows you to be the person that you've never imagined. It will make your life barely recognizable. I've been on the Adriatic Sea on a yacht, partying with a bunch of people from like 50 different countries, speaking different languages, listening to music and loving life from being a hairdresser. Like seriously, it's insane. It's so insane. So it's all about learning and doing. Okay, so compound learning. So here's what you got to do in the morning. Get your pen. Y'all got your pens and papers. This is what you have to be doing. I'm telling you. This is what I see my mentors do this. Multi-millionaire people. I'm there doing hair and makeup. And as I'm doing their hair and makeup, I'm watching them wake up first thing they do in the morning. They're in their motivation. They're in there motivating themselves. Tip from day 1 from yesterday. Remember, that was number 3. So compound learning looks like this. When you wake up, take your first, and the time always varies depending on your life. So I don't want to hear that. I got kids, I got a man, I got that. I don't want to hear that. You got to create time for the things that you want. And this is something I will spend time on. So when you wake up, don't put on the radio. I don't want to hear Steve Harvey. This is not the time to listen to talk radio, okay? In the morning time, the first few things that you got to do is you got to motivate yourself. Hello, on Periscope. I see you guys. What's up? In the morning times, you got to motivate yourself. The first 15 minutes, I know people that spend all their mornings on the dang phone. What are y'all talking? I'd be like, what are y'all talking about? Who has all this stuff to talk about this early in the freaking morning? The mornings are sacred for me. You are not going to catch me in the morning. Like literally my phone is on silent. I have it set to silent and it goes regular. It goes silent around 7 p.m. and then at 8 in the morning, that's when my phone goes. Because if not, people will just be calling me. I don't want to talk. That's my time to study and pour into myself. So I want you to commit right now to pour into yourself first thing in the morning. Because nobody else is going to do it for you. And it's very, very, very important that you pour into yourself, guys. So in the morning, you got to allocate the time. If it's an hour. The other morning, I got up. I was up like cray-cray. Like I already get up at 4 sometimes. I got up at 3. I did an hour of reading. And then at 4, I was on fire at 4. Like, wow, what's up? Like I was up. Because I know that my day was crazy and I wanted to get that time in because I'm committed to my excellence. I'm committed to my growth. I'm committed to change. And I'm like encouraging you to do the same, guys. Encouraging you. So I see you guys with your pen and paper. Pour into yourself. So no, y'all put that in the chat box right now. Pour into me. Pour into me. Pour into me. You have to pour into yourself. That's it. And so you got to allocate the certain amount of time. This is what I call compound learning. So first things first is pour into yourself every morning, whether it's a motivation, whether it's your Jesus moment, whether it's a book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols, like whatever that reading material is. I see you guys on Periscope. Whatever that reading material is, pour into me. I love it. Nikki says, pour into me. Chardonnay says, pour into me. Nicole, Timothy, Shakita says, pour into me. I love it. Pour into yourself. Guys, when life starts, when that day starts, when that first phone call comes, you'll be like, what the hell happened to my day? I was doing this and I was doing that. And then it's like, I don't know what happened. Like, don't do that. Don't cheat yourself. You gotta save you. Remember from yesterday, I can save me. Nobody else. And so I know we got kids. I know we got family. I know we got stuff. But take some time. First thing in the morning, it's you. First thing in the morning, commit to that with me. Please, I promise you it will change your life. I love it, Bridget. Pour it into me. You got to do it. And you got to remove the distractions. You're right, Nikki. Remove the distractions. For me, I turn that phone. It's on silent. Everybody who knows me, y'all gonna laugh if you on this and you know me. I don't answer my phone for the most part, because I got my phone on timers. And I choose when I'm gonna deal with it. Because I got a goal. I got a schedule. I can't help all the people on my phone until I get me together. Truly together. So guys, don't be committed to just serving everybody else and not pouring into yourself. Okay, number 2. So, listen to audio programs in your car. When I started doing that, I remember I had my little old car. I remember I was in Dallas, and I decided to change the radio because I will get on a Chris Brown binge in a minute. If you know me, y'all know I love me some Breezy. I love them. And I will be on Breezy for 3 weeks straight. And it's 3 weeks straight of just Chris Brown music. That can't be good for my mental, huh? That cannot be. Trust me, it's not. So I was like, one day I just heard like in my heart, like no music. I'm like, wow, I'm a musician. I'm a singer. I'm trying to be singing the song. I had to stop because I heard it loud and clear. No music right now. You gotta focus. And so I went on a fast. I challenged myself. I remember the first time I did this, and now that's really the only thing I do. And I laugh because when people get in my car, they be like, I'll be like, oh yeah. Like now it's not necessary. If I metaphorical. But for the most part, even on my, like, I love riding my bike, y'all. And I'll be on my bike listening to audio programs. And when I pull up next to people, they be like, because I got this nice little speaker on my mic. And I'm challenging you to trade your music for audio programs. I love Audible. Audible is an amazing app. Good morning, Zen on YouTube. Audible is an amazing app, and I love it. I have a million books. I'm knocking out books every month. I need to count and see how many books I read this year. And I'm speeding through one right now. Like, I love books and information, guys. You got to be obsessed with it. Everybody put obsessed in the comments. Obsessed, 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 obsessed. Be obsessed with reading. Audio programs are the best. If you don't have a mentor right now, audio programs are your mentor. You have permission to stalk the shit out of them. Stalk them. Replay them all the time. I love it. So, okay. I'm looking at these. Look at all the comments. You guys are awesome. Obsessed. Nikki says obsessed. Lenara says obsessed. Timothy says read. I know that's right, Timothy. Okay, so guys, change your invest in yourself, pour in yourself first. And 2, change the music, change the talk rate. Y'all, make it audio programs. I challenge you for the next 30 days. I challenge you right now. Somebody writing the Chinese over here. I challenge you right now for the next 30 days to change your music, trade it out. Whenever you're going to work, to and from work, the program, put it on the program. That's it. I challenge you. Trade your music for a program. And don't just listen and be talking to somebody else. What's up, Kendrick? I see you obsessed. Nicole Denise says obsessed. Angela Perry says obsessed. You guys, I challenge you to change out what you're doing in the car. Change that time, because this is how our brain works. When we start changing our time, what we're hearing, your mind is so powerful. We only use a little bitty percentage. I think it's like 10% or something, right? We only use a little percent of our mind. And so when we're feeling it, but the mind is still working, even though we're not aware of it. So when you're feeling it with these audio programs, Bridget Harrison says obsessed. Spooky says, yeah, we barely use our brain. We don't. We're powerful. We are so freaking powerful. So you have to help you got to help your brain help you. And the way to do that is putting on the audio program, so that when you're rolling around and when you're whatever, your brain starts to notice things. You ever notice if you got your mindset on a red Corvette? For a while, I was going to be crazy, buy me a Corvette, y'all. And I was like, I want a Corvette. I swear, every time I got on the road, all I saw was Corvettes. I ain't never seen so many Corvettes in my life until I decided I want a Corvette, right? And so that's how our brain works. When we feel it with an idea or a concept, or when we ask the right question, or when we say we have a desire, the brain just starts working and looking and searching. It's doing stuff on your behalf. So I challenge you to change your music into audio programs. I did it, and I haven't changed since. Like, I love that. I listen to music in my car now, but first, I'm typically listening to an audio program. Now I have to find balance, because all I want to do is listen to freaking books. So now I'm like, okay, girl, you need to balance your life. You're getting really weird. But hey, I'm obsessed, and I'm happy about it, because I see the results. I see my life changing and becoming something that I can barely recognize, all because of these things that I did. I did this in my life, okay? So next, we already know, attend courses and seminars. You guys are on this because you want to learn more. I get it. So you pat on the back and kudos, but you got to get obsessed with attending courses and seminars and like getting outside of your comfort zone. Not just a hair class. Go to business classes. Go find somebody that's smart in finance. Go find somebody that's good in marketing. Like, go and find specialized people. And there's never enough. Like, you may go to something that's general. I may open your mind on the topic, but I need you to go and find a super specialist. And I know that it's gradual, because those things cost money. On Thursday, I got a meeting. I'm going to probably spend 8 G's. And I'm happy to do so. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm like, you know what? It's time. I kept looking for all the other ways around it and trying to do it myself. Screw that. I'm going to pay the boss so I can be the boss. How about that? Pay the cost. I'm going to do that. I'm going to find those people. So it's never ending. You have to commit to being a life learner. Okay? I'm telling you guys, that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. It just works. It works. All right? And so, you guys, with 2 extra hours in your day, it is calculated, it's proven that 2 extra hours will set you aside in your industry. 2 extra hours a day of just investing in yourself and education and listening to audio programs. So what I say is, find that time, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Like find those times in your days to always be elevating your mental, and that's every day. And there's different segments. There's your spirituality, there's your business, there's your love and relationships, because you gotta have, I don't think there's 50-50 balance at that. There's no 50-50 balance. You think Michael Phelps and Obama them have 50-50 balance in every section of their life? That's insane. Do you think Beyonce has 50-50 balance in her life? No. You can't be great and superior and amazing if you're like trying to be even and I gotta spend, no, like it is what it is. And you gotta make time for the things you gotta make time for your loved ones and for your spirituality. And it's just about just balancing it as it goes. But don't be trying to like be perfect and I get this section in this amount of time. I think that's not possible. I really don't. I don't see the people that I know that are multi-millionaires, they go hard. And the balance happens. The balance balances for what they need. Like it works out for them. There's their own version of balance, I should say. Okay, so 2 extra hours a day. Commit to 2 extra hours a day of working on your business. Write that down, 2 extra hours. And so here's what it looks like. This is what you got to do on paper. Y'all got your pens? Let me know in the comment box. Do you have your pens ready to write? Obsessed. I see you, Sabrina, in the chat room. What's up, y'all? So get your pens ready. Because here's how this is the conversation you got to have with yourself. You have to basically say, I'm going to set myself up to win. So first, let me write down on paper what my day looks like, what my work day looks like. As the CEO, what is my work day looking like right now? Seriously. And you got to look at what's my highest value task. What's the thing that I do that brings me the most money? What's the thing that I do that makes my life like, what's the thing that I do that's the most valuable? How can I do more of that? And so when you're asking yourself those questions, how can I do more of that? Then it makes your brain, you got to start thinking, you got to start being creative, and you got to brainstorm. I see your pens. I see you with your pens. I love emojis. I love it. Nicole say, I'm already right. Boom, boom. So look, you got to ask yourself the question of what's my most valuable task? Because until you recognize what it is, you're going to keep accepting everything that comes and happens. I can't stand being on the phone for 2 hours. And I got a lot of people that get mad at me because they be like, oh, I'm trying to talk. I don't have time for that. And it's not because of anything other than you. Like, you can't. That's not my highest value task. And in order to see production and change in my life the way that I'm looking for, I can't do that. So I understand I wouldn't recognize that as something I can't do if I didn't know what my highest value task is, right? So I'm challenging you today to figure out what your highest value task is. What is it? Okay? You have to know what it is. You have to know how much you can work on it. And then you got to look at your productivity in there. Like, what's the output that you're doing right now on that task? And then how can I up-level it? How can I do more? How can I do more? And it makes you literally, when I did this, it makes me assess the hours that I was working. What was the dead space? How can I fill that? If I can't fill that, I'm cutting that. Okay, how can I make this time right here only on my highest value task? And then how can it changes your life. This question changes your life, because then when you're only working on your highest value task, the stuff that we took, all that randomness, it just starts to fall by the wayside. And then a lot of people, and I know I was a victim of this. I'd be excited because I got this to-do list, and I'm like, I'm ticking off my little to-do list. So I feel excited. But if it's a bunch of stuff that doesn't add any value to my life, it's a waste of my freaking time. And I wasted another 24 hours that God gave to me that I can't get back. That makes my nerves get bad when I waste time like that. Oh, shoot, I be like, oh, this is not valuable. I be getting nervous. Like, so you got to write it down. What's my highest value task? And we got people from Russia. What's going on? You have to literally write down what your highest value items are in your life, in your business. And then, but first, assess what you're doing. What are you spending your time on? Remember what I said earlier, writing down, what does my day look like? What does my day look like at work? And then after assessing everything that I'm doing, what's my highest value task? How can I do more of that? Some of that crap got to go. CEOs do not spend their dollar time on penny tasks. My mentor tells me that all the time, all the time. So guys, you have to be an assessment. Literally, a CEO is constantly assessing. And the only way you can assess it, you're tracking and writing things down. So don't spend your dollar time on petty tasks. And guess what? When you start working on your highest value task only, you're going to say, wow, problems are always going to happen, right? But you're going to see more income because you're going to be like, wow, I spent my time there. Some things fall by the wayside. Somebody may get mad. Something go. It's just life. Life there's nothing perfect. But when you spend your time at your highest value, you will get results, okay? So I'm challenging you to track what you're doing. And if you don't know what your highest value task, don't freak out. Don't worry. Just for the rest of the week, track. And this is what I do, guys. So I'm going to show you. Oh, I can't reach it. Okay. I have my little book. And I love all the hearts you guys showing love. What up, what up, what up? I love it. Money bags. I know that's right. So I have my planner. And so what I like to do is go in here. I always have a Q pen, guys. You guys, the value of Q pens emotionally is everything. When you're writing with a Q pen, you write different. You be like, that's my goal. So anyway, side note. So guys, this is what I do. I'm constantly writing what I did for the day. Like every day, I want to look back and say, what did I do? Let me tell you, Wednesday, July 27th, I can tell you what I did on Wednesday, July 27th. I did a commercial for Regina. I did a Facebook video. I did, I did my plan for more signups. I did a journal of what I'm grateful for. On Tuesday, July 26th, I redesigned my whole Short Hair Bootcamp website. At the beginning of that week, I set the goal to schedule my video that I did on Wednesday. I put my video editing time in. I scheduled. Can you look back right now at your calendar and look at what you did on July 27th? What about July 18th? Like, what about it? Like, I love to just go through. I put the goals at the beginning of the week. I say, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to post this video. I want to decide on a price change. Like, these are the things. I want to work out. I want to eat clean. I want to decide on my blog for the week. This is what I did. Guys, this is what you got to do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Teresa says, you are awesome. You motivate me. Hey, that's what I'm here for. Nikki says, yes, you feel like you can take on the world. That's right. Yolanda says, I need help with my website. Yes, yes, yes. So you see these different things that people say, like, I can't help you unless I'm writing things and putting the goals down and making it plain. Okay? So I write down what I do for the day. So I challenge you. This is your homework, guys. This is your homework. Get your pens ready. You have to write out. Let me give you guys a second. I love looking back at this. Look at this. Friday, July 22nd, I was in Vegas, baby. Had a great time. I was in Vegas on Saturday, July 23rd. Came back on Sunday, did 3 heads, and then I went to a concert. I knew exactly what I did. That is exciting because I can look at my productivity level, and trust me, I saw in August my numbers went up. Every month my numbers go up because I'm adamant about tracking what I do every single day. Okay? So I challenge you to be able to go back and look and see what you did. Like, you got to. Get you just a basic planner, y'all. I swear I want to make a planner for you guys. Like, because the more I track every day, I wish the planners had certain things in them. And I'd be like, ooh, I need this section. I need more paper space so I can write this out. Look at this. Thursday, July 14th, I had a 10 a.m. call. I ordered foam wrap. I went and got gloves and conditioner. I went to the store at 7, got color backdrops. I planned out, oh, look, on Thursday, July 14th, I planned out the look that I did for my model on July, what day was that? I planned out the look that I did for my model. Let's see when I actually did the model. On Wednesday, the 27th. So July 14th, I planned out a model look for the, like, you guys, this is valuable stuff. This is the stuff that I do, and it works. I promise you it works. And so, look, I plan my budget days. So before the month is out, so the week of, Thursday, July 28th, I was like, I need to do my budget. I did my budget for August. And then on August, I already see. The last day of July, my newsletter went out, the commercial went up. Monday, I go through and edit my class. I pay this bill, that bill. Wednesday, I go to the dentist and I sing happy birthday to this person. Like, I know what I'm doing. And I'm telling you this, guys. And thank you. Nikki says it's so valuable. I'm telling you this because you need to be able to look back and see, in order to gauge where you're going, you have to literally know what you're doing. And you won't know what you're doing unless you're tracking what you do every day. And then from tracking what you do every day, you'll notice your most valuable task. And then you begin to do better output. And I promise you, my numbers are growing and I'm doing less work and I'm trying to, and it's not that I'm just floating around and money's floating around, but I know what my highest value tasks are. So some of that bull crap I was doing in the salon and all that, I ain't doing it no more. You're not going to get it out of me because it's not my most valuable thing. And I only know that because I'm tracking. Okay, guys? Look at this. On the 25th of August, I did a podcast. Like everything. Do I do this for my personal life? Nicole says, do you use this for your? Yes. Like, I know what day my housekeeper came in August. I know, okay, let me see. Studio time. I ordered boxes on the 15th. I did like everything. My workout here. Let's see. What's happened? Like, I see all this stuff. I designed on Monday, August 1st and August 2nd. I redesigned the way my layout of my house. I figured out which wall I want what. This is my personal stuff. I just went and looked and designed everything the way I wanted, so I know which order I'm gonna order all these things that I want. Like, I knew what date I'm gonna order. Okay, I'm gonna order this, I'm gonna order that. Okay, now I have a plan. This is my personal life as well. So I definitely do this all the time. Wednesday, I did word of the day. I did a singing show on August the 3rd. Oh, I remember when I did that on YouTube. Like, I know what I do. So I'm challenging you guys. This is the homework. This is the homework. This is the homework. Let's see. Hold on. My mentor, Lisa Nichols, is texting me about a private jet. So, listen, this is your homework. This is your homework, guys. You have to write down everything that you do for today and every day on out. And then start to notice, this is going to take some time. Start to notice your most valuable task, and then up the ante on that thing, man. Up it, up it, up it, up it. Because when you do that, then you're able to see change in your life. And the more you see change, the more motivated you will be. Okay? So this helps to prevent that overwhelming feeling. Yes. Where can I get a good planner like yours? Y'all, honestly, I got this at like Marshall's or something. This is like, I like cute stuff. So it first attracted me because I love gold. I like gold. And it's cute. And so I just got it. And here's what I look for in my planners. Let me just give you that. So what I look for in my planners is I want to see my month view, and I need to see my day-to-day view. I need to be able to, if you look at May 2017, just show you what a blank page looks like. I need to be able to write out my life on every day. But I also, in the month view, I need a little writing space so that I can write into each month. And this still doesn't have enough space for me, but Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, exactly. They have the cutest planners. And so I like to be able to look at the month view, put the big things that I want to remember, but then I need day to day. That's very important because I need to write down what I do and what time I do it. And so also I like on the month view to have a section like this has a section here to where I can put 3 major things that I want to accomplish. And it doesn't have to always be business. You're welcome, Shaquita. It doesn't have to always be business. It can be personal, whatever. And then at the top of this calendar, I always write each week on the month view, I always write what I made for each week. So I love looking at the month. When I go back to the month and I see last week's numbers and then I see the next week, I love looking at my numbers. So that's what I look for in a planner. And this one just kind of does the job. And I've kept it and probably will keep it. I'm actually I want to design my own, but that'll be one day. So that's your homework, guys. So let's just recap so that you understand. Let's recap so you understand. What's up, Cookie? So you understand what you got to do. You got to track. Your homework is tracking. Okay? So you want to track everything that you're doing every day, every hour of the day. And they have planners that go by the hour. They have planners that you could create your own. You could just print a piece of paper. I'm such a nerd, y'all. I actually have paper. Let me show you. So like for this, let me show you. Where is it? Now y'all all up in my little personal nerdy stuff. Let me show y'all so you can see I'm about this life. Let me find it first. But you can actually track your day. So even if you just went and tracked your day, this is a blank sheet. Track your entire day. And then at the end of the week, just get a bunch of these and you just literally look, okay, wow, this is what I did today. And then I'm gonna send you guys, I need to figure out how to send you guys. If you're on the email list, I saw a lot of you guys signed up on the email list. Let me see, I'm trying to read comments and show you. But you see, it's a simple sheet where it just shows, here's the times of the day. And then I put the goals, like the big things that I need to work on for the day. And then at the end of the day, just kind of what I need to get done, what was good, what was bad. Like you gotta be in reflection. And so like, it's just really simple. That's a really simple, cheesy spreadsheet. And I'm always trying to find ways to simplify it so that I can share with other people. I don't know, I'm obsessed with doing it. iPad Pages creates planners. I saw that. I did see that. But I noticed, now let me tell you about digital. I was using my iPad to track my numbers and everything. But I just sometimes just don't want to be digital. I want to write. I love cute ink pens. It makes me feel real cute. So I just was like, I want to write. So now I have these papers in my planner because sometimes I'll insert this in the planner if I feel like I just need more space or if I need to be really, really focused. So I challenge you at 7 a.m., what was I doing? I was doing the prep for my webinar. And then from 8, it's 9 o'clock, from 8 to 9, I did the webinar. So when I get off, I'm going to do a recap from 9 to 10. And then I'm going to plan for the next day from 10 to 11. And then that's going to be more planning and more content. And then answering emails, because I'll get emails and inboxes from you guys. This is what this looks like. And then from 11 to 12, I'm going to be hungry. So I'm going to do lunch. Okay, this is what that looks like. And so at the end of the day, I can actually see where my time went. I love this. Like, this helps my life. And so, and I'm a nerd. Like, I don't know where that comes from. I guess, thank you, mama. That's my mama. She's a nerd. She got her PhD. I don't know. I think I just got her genes made me like this, right? So, but iPad, for those of you who can actually stick to digital, yes, Nikki, Nicole, I will upload it. For those of you who can actually stick to digital, I say go for it. Even with my budget and everything, like trying to figure out how much money I spend on Starbucks. I just created a Starbucks budget because I was like, I ain't mixing my crack right now. So let me just plan for it. But I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been monitoring like my numbers and everything. So, and guys, this is just a little bit of the type of training that I'm going to give you guys at my conference, the CEO Stylist, which is October 24th in Dallas, Texas. We are going to go, you think this is good? This is juicy stuff, and this stuff works, and this is what I'm doing right now. So don't be giving me that she's trying to sell something. Hell yeah, I'm trying to sell my conference. You need to be there because I want to help you. I got stuff. I got information. My mentor is putting together a crazy curriculum. Here is the outline that we're working on for the conference. Like, it is going down. Let me give you some of the titles. CEO in my business, revenue generation, money makeover. We're gonna spend an hour and 15 minutes on that. We're gonna spend an hour going over customer management, how to get customers from the internet, how to track my, like, this is the stuff that's gonna be at the conference. We're gonna go the mastery of short hair. We have these different segments. This is not something I'm making up and gonna fly by. This is not just another hair show. This is a conference that's going to give you stuff that you can actually implement. You're not going to leave feeling lost or motivated and not knowing where to go the next day, or not remembering, or not having reference material. I am devoted and passionate about offering events that create change and results in your life. I love when somebody call me and be like, yo, because of you, I did this. Toya knows I love you. Toya always calls me. Remember what I said earlier, just today. I just told you guys, learn and do, and then go back to the person who taught you and let them know that you did it, and let them know what results you got. Let them know how it felt. If you didn't feel like you need help, you need clarity. Y'all, people love that. I love doing that. I go to my mentors and they love me for it. And then they open up more doors because they know that I'm actually implementing. So leaders love to share. Like it's just the way that we are. We're just like, you're a leader. You have to be a leader to be curious about what a successful hairdresser should look like. You are a leader. The world is waiting on you. The world is waiting on me. So I'm being vocal and I'm challenging you to be vocal. I'm challenging you to get your skill set and your mindset right so that you can empower the people around you. I'm calling you out. It is not going to happen from your couch all the time. Like, this is great. And let me tell you, this is some good content I'm giving you guys. Monitoring your day. Like, do you know how many people they just go through life and they never know what the hell they did on July 27th? Girl, I can tell you, honey, I can tell you what I was doing, where I was at, if I was having fun, if I was mad, who frustrated me. I can tell you on what day and time. Like, you have to be that obsessed in order to create change, in order to monitor what you're doing so that there can happen, so it can be a change. So I just challenge you guys. I super challenge you guys to do the homework. I'm going to go back over it, but I'm telling you, I'm inviting you right now to the event, October 24th. Go to theceostylist.com. There are 20 seats that are literally half off right now. 20 seats that are literally half off right now. And there ain't 20 seats because people bought tickets last night from the conference last night. We had over 800 people on last night. That's so freaking exciting. You guys, we're talking about becoming a business stylist, the CEO. You're setting the direction. You're getting the vision. You're getting a strategy. Because here's the thing about hair shows. And I've been to 100 million hair shows. I won a contest and I was able to go to 50,000 of them. And some really, really good ones and some really, really bad ones. And I see that it's becoming trendy to have classes and people are still leaving confused. I've paid for the classes just to be nosy. And I'd be like, wow, you just paid $300, $400, $500, $600. So my class is not even that much, only because I just thought, you know what, let me just open up people's mind to like this kind of conversation because it's not the norm. And a lot of times people don't understand. So that's why I'm doing these free trainings so that you can understand, like, there's a bunch of stuff I need to be studying right now, right? And the tickets are half off right now. Half off. So if you can make it to Dallas, I know it's going to be some of you guys got to buy planes. Somebody sent me, they were like, it cost me $700, to travel and da-da-da. Like, I get it. I understand. I know. And yes, I'm going to do more of them. But, October 24th is around the corner, and it's an opportunity to go deeper, 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 deeper than this right here. And I promise you, you will not be upset about anything you get at that conference. The value is dumb. Like, I should be charging. And my original price was ridiculous. And I said, you know what? Because I'm new in that space, I just want testimony. I want people to come and be so freaking fulfilled and to get change. Like, I am excited to see change. I'm in it for that. I'm not in it for the money because I got a job. Okay? It's not a get rich quick. Remember I talked about that lead foot and being in it for the short term? I'm not in it for the short term. So I'm willing. My mentor was like, why are you selling tickets for that cheap? $69 right now. They half off, half price. And there's not 20 left because we're doing 20 at that discount. But there's not 20 left because people bought last night, which I'm calling every single one of y'all who bought tickets. I'm going to be like, hello? Hey, girl. Hey, man. What's up? Like, I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to share. And this is just, you think this stuff is juicy? It is. And I hope that you learn and do. Learn and do. Learn and do. Remember, learn and do, guys. That's important. But I hope to see you there, see you in the conference and getting even deeper value. Okay? And then you can ask questions and you can just be in the room. That energy in the room is going to be magnificent. I got so much juicy stuff. It's insane. It's insane. Anyway, so it's October 24th. Go to theceostylist.com and you can see the tickets are there. When they out, they out. I'm not managing that. That's just, if you get them, you get them. Okay? And so, look. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know I have a timer set on it because you only can do it in between a certain amount of hours. Because it's for the action. Let me see. Thank y'all for letting me know. Hi, Monet. I see you texting me. Let me see what's going on. You should be, yep, it's working. The CEO Stylist, I'm seeing it right now. Let me make sure y'all can, yep, you can add it to cart right now. So I see that there's still tickets available. You guys, this is building, expanding, and exploding your business. We're talking about marketing strategy. We're talking about finance strategy, business strategy, social media strategy, and short hair mastery. We're going over all of that, okay? All of that, all of that, all of that. You guys, I'm so excited to share. So let's go over the homework. Let's go over the homework. Let's go over the homework. So remember, your homework is the CEOstylist.com. Yes, put it in the chat box, you guys. If you're in, put it in the chat box, the CEOstylist.com. Put it in the chat box. So let's see. So here's the deal. Your homework for today, guys, is to figure out what your highest value task. What is your highest value thing that you could be doing right now that will propel your life to another level? What is that? How will you figure that out? The way to figure that out is by doing things like this. I'm telling you, I know I watch dates. I pay attention to time because that's my money. Like, that's how I can keep elevating my life to something that is crazy recognizable. Thank you for putting it in the chat box. Thank you for putting it in the chat box. Thank you, guys. There we go. So your homework, guys, is to remember, I can tell you what I was doing any day I open up this book. Like, you have to get that obsessed. So I challenge you to get, thank you for all the hearts. Thank you, thank you. I challenge you to get a planner and get specific about where your time is being spent. Spend the time this week, starting today, when you hang up this call, starting today, when you hang up, I challenge you to every hour. Just, and guys, this is not, don't be, I ain't got time for that. I got 2 babies and nobody wants to hear that. That's excuses. Excuses are real sexy to leave you where you are. Like, literally, just take the time and write out every hour. Do you see how quick I just put? I did it in front of you guys. 7 a.m. I prepped for the webinar. And my day doesn't start at 7 a.m. My day starts at 4 and 5 a.m. because I just, that's when nobody can mess with me. That's when I'm in my zone. That's when I want to write a song. That's when I'm just like spiritual. I got up this morning to read scriptures. That's my time. So figure out what your time is. It could be after you put the kids down, after you take care of your husband or your wife, like whatever. Like, you got to work that out. I'm not at your house. I can't judge that. But it doesn't, don't tell me you can't do this because you can. So literally 7 a.m., what were you doing? 8 a.m. today, what were you doing? 9 a.m., what were you doing? And it's so simple. I know from 9 to 10, I'm going to be answering and doing customer support. I know from 10 to 11, I'm planning for tomorrow. From 11 to 12, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. And I'm going to kick back on my couch and look at my big screen. And then from 12 to 1, okay, now I'm going to get back in here, make sure everything's geared up, because at 4, I have to go to work. And guess what? From 1 to 3, I really could like go to the pool, depending on how hot it is outside, because I've done my most productive things from 4 a.m. until 11. Like guys, those are my highest value tasks. And I'm getting them out the way. I do the hardest stuff first. Okay? And then I'm so nerdy because I know I got extra hours. I typically just keep, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna put in a little time here. I'm gonna make a video over there. But you can't figure out what your highest value tasks are if you're not figuring out what you're doing every single day. So I challenge you to get a planner. Get your pens, get your planner. I challenge you to get your planner and just monitor what you do on a day-to-day basis. Guys, it will scare you sometimes when you look and just go, holy crap, the whole day, you know, I worked on all this crap that have nothing to do with nothing. I love looking at August and knowing how much money I made the first week, the second week, the third week. I know what I did. I did piano lessons, voice lessons. I know what numbers I hit in the salon. I know I planned this live event. Let's see. I did my fitness. I bought a lens. I bought a microphone. Like, I know what I made on week 3 in August, and these numbers are actually, they're crazy. Like, I'm excited looking at this because I know where I was at and what I was doing. And then I know when I look at Wednesday, August 3rd, I did a word of the day video. I went to the salon. I did a beauty school blog. I did some spiritual time. Like, I know what I did. On Monday, August 8th, I did a camera setup. I went over the layout for my haircut that I was teaching on August the 9th. Like, this is the homework, guys. Get specific about your day. I challenge you, get a planner, know what you do every hour, and monitor for the next 2 weeks. It will change your life. And while you're monitoring it, begin to notice what your highest value tasks are. What are the things that bring you the most money? Work on that. Work on that and cut that BS out. Okay? And you will see change in your life. I promise, I promise. So again, I'm inviting you. Thank you guys. Will you have a replay of this? Yes. Ashley, Renee, hey. Nikki, Nicole, tracking. Thank you, Nicole, Denise, for writing it down. You guys are freaking amazing. Catherine says, thanks, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Queen Wanda says, I'm going to call you and get my ticket. All right, mama. And then let's see. Catherine says, let me see. Let me make sure everything. Yeah, the site is up and running, guys. So maybe refresh. I see it right now. Going to get one. Shaquita says she's getting one today. Y'all go ahead. So you guys are getting these tickets for half price right now. Half price. When it's done, and it's going full price, and that's just the end of that. But so I just signed up. I'll be passing this on to my best friends who are hairdressers. So excited. Tell them to get in, Teresa, because this is. Thank you so much, Malika Reed. Thank you on YouTube. I see you. You guys get in. Like, I'm not making this up. This is not a conference so that I can get rich. I got a job. This is a conference so that I can fulfill the thing that's inside of me that's compelling me to share this information. Like I said, the topics that we're going over revenue generation, money makeovers, how to increase your monthly income. Don't y'all want to know about that? We're talking about how to get customers, how to ensure that your clients' experience is world-class. Like, this is good stuff. And we're going over mastering short hair. We're still going to do a short hair demo because I know some of you guys really, really want to do the hair. I'm so obsessed with business right now because you could be an average hairstylist, but if you know your numbers and if you know business, man, you could be a solid average hairstylist, like as far as your skill set goes. You can only be good at one thing. You don't have to. Look at the lady who was only good at blow drying hair. The lady who was only, she has now a multi-million dollar business and from freaking blow drying hair. And it started because she was just passionate about blow drying her friend's hair. That's all she knew how to do. And she mastered that dang blow dryer. And then she created a concept and a business structure because she was business smart. She sold the business and now it's a multi-million dollar business. And it actually costs $1 million to invest in the company, to invest in the blueprint so that you can have your own. I researched it because I was like, this is a good concept. I might need to get in there on it. It takes $500,000 to $1 million to get into her, to get her blueprint for her salon. And they give you the entire blueprint, the business plan, everything, so you won't fail. That's business. That's what this salon, that's what the beauty industry can create for you. So am I a millionaire? No. So I'm passionate about sharing the information because nobody's sharing it. And I'm like, damn, I could have been. I spent probably $1 million because I'm telling you, it was every day when I left work when I was living in Dallas. All I did was blow $1,000. That's crazy. That is insane to just throw so much money away. And so now I'm like, wow, there's an opportunity and everything happens for a reason. Life happens for a reason. So I don't regret anything because I know how to make dough. Like I want to share with you how to do it and how to keep it going. And then how to multiply your revenue streams behind the chair with the one person, not 20 people. So you don't get burnt out. How to see a bigger vision. We all should have a blueprint that somebody got to give us $500,000 for. That's what I'm working towards. So I challenge you. It starts with knowing what your most valuable tasks are, guys. Your most valuable task starts with tracking your time. Get your planner, track your time, hashtag power rally. When you get your, whatever, you take a screenshot of either your tablet, your iPad screen. Some of you guys said you're going to do it digitally. And look, I love it. I love all the comments. I love all the hearts. Let me know. Hashtag power planner so I can check. I'm going to use the hashtag and look to see what you guys are posting. I want to see pictures of your planner. I want to see pictures of your planner. I want to see pictures of just, even if you scribbling down the hour and that's like a word so you know what it is. I want to see pictures. Hashtag power planner and then tag me. I want to see. I love yesterday getting the inboxes of the homework and you guys were answering the questions and really looking at your life and assessing and looking at what skills you want to add to your life. I love that. That makes me so happy. I love, Tammy says she started her homework today. Put today in the comments if you are starting today. If you're starting today, put today in the comments right now. I want to see. Let me shout you out. Nikki says business. Ashley says there's money to be made. Go get it. That's right. You sound like Drake, girl. Money to be made, and I'm gonna get that because I'm on. Is that Drake? Anyway, I think that's Drake. Yeah. To my cousin, I got that Drake. Might be purple, baby. Go, Tammy. Tammy says today. I love it. Put today in the comments if you are starting today. Let me see you, YouTube. Let me see you. Put today. Tisha says right now. I love it. Malika on YouTube says today. Shaquita says today. Nicole says today. Lenara says today. I love it. Let me see you guys. YouTube, I can see your comments. Zen says good morning. Danielle says what's up. Lynn says wish I could have met you before you moved. Lynn, it's okay. I'm gonna meet you still. Queena says yes, boo, I got my ticket. Can't wait to get educated. Excited by my increase. Yes, increase. Ashley says today. Bridget says today. Lenara said, yes, it is. LOL. Angela says today. You guys have been amazing. Yesterday, we touched over 800 people. I'm so excited about that. And today, who knows what's going to happen. Sabrina says, just seen a planner yesterday that I want. Sabrina, get your planner, mama. Get it. And Mark, literally, I want 30 days from now for you to look back and look, and you'll be able to see what you did every single day. And you'll be able to look at what you did and look at the income, and you will see a relationship. Either it's going up or it's stagnant or it's going down. And it's all based on what you do with your hours. Okay, guys? CEOs don't spend dollar time on penny tasks. We're gonna go way deeper on that at the conference. I'm so excited to see you guys. I can tell. I see you guys get to. Gwen says today. Chardonnay says today. Shanita says today. I love it, you guys. You guys empower and inspire me. I thank you for like logging in and allowing me to share the things that I've learned and the things that I know are working, the things that my mentors are teaching me. I'm literally teaching it to you because I'm like, people need this. And I know that I'm a part of the reason I'm so passionate is because I literally went to, I don't know how many beauty schools we went to. We went to hundreds of beauty schools all around the United States. I was one of 6 chosen out of everybody in the US. Hundreds of people, they chose me. And they took me around on a tour, and I got to see the industry 360. And I'm like, there's a conversation that's missing. And it's the conversation about how business and self-development and customer relationships. We got 1 million haircutting classes. So while I can do that, while I've been trained by some amazing hairdressers and leaders in this industry, I want to talk about the stuff that people are just missing. Because I'm so passionate about it because it feels good when I have these amazing relationships with, literally, if you look at my Instagram, I do the same clients. Somebody might say, she always posting the same people because those people have me on a retainer. And I like working with the same people. That it's fun. And they have me on a retainer and they buy most stuff, lipsticks and whatever. I'm selling music shows, whatever. Like, that's an amazing life, y'all. It's amazing. Like, I love it and it feels so good to build relationships. My clients come in, I'm like, dang, how's your grandbaby? I got grandbabies that I love. They ain't even my kids. Like, what? That's what beauty, like we're touching people's lives and we're making them feel good about themselves. So hell yeah, I'll make some money from that. There's an exchange, there's a value exchange. You are important in your client's life. When they get ready to do something big, like get married, they're thinking about the hairdresser. When they're across the country, my mentors across the country texting me. Why? Because I touch her hair and her makeup. And it's the way she feels about herself. We are empowering. And so the thing is, we have a superpower, but we got to know how to manage all of it. We got to be on the business. We got to work on it and we got to work in it. And so I'm passionate to keep perfecting my knowledge and just to keep sharing it because ain't enough people talking about it. And then guess what? There are certain industries, there are certain people that are talking about it that I got invited to. And I was like, my people will never get invited to this. I only got invited because I'm loud. So I was like, wow, like I want to share the conversation. I want to spread the message. I feel compelled to do so. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending your time. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all know we've been tracking time today. Now I got to change my sheet because it's 9:26. I'm going to go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love it. I love it. I see all the love. Make sure you share this stream with somebody. Share it, rewatch it, take notes, you guys, and just understand today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's the best day of the rest of your life. And you have the power to change everything, your perception. And tomorrow we're going to get into a juicy topic about what CEOs do. So we've talked about how we set the direction, how we motivate ourselves, how we have a vision and strategy. We've talked about our most valuable task. And then tomorrow we're going to get into how CEOs are in charge of their thoughts, actions, and their reactions. And this is a juicy topic from none other than Lisa Nichols herself. So I'm super excited to share the way she broke it down. I'm like, wow, man, that's so dope. And so I'm excited to share that, you guys. Early bird special is on until it sells out. That's already computer automated. So when it sells out, it sells out. And this is not like some jinx or like quick hurry up and buy scheme. Like, it just is what it is. I was like, let me get the first 20 people that are on. You hearing it first. You spending your time. So you get lucky enough to buy it half price. Tickets are half price right now. Like, and it's only 20 of them. That's it. That's just the way they go. Thank you guys. You're welcome. Thank you for the love. I love the hearts. Thank you guys. Thank you. So I'm out. I'm finna like be productive, or all that good stuff. So I'm gonna see y'all later. And make sure you get your planners. And if you don't have a planner, if you don't want to go spend no money, because listen here, Dave Ramsey wouldn't say go spend money. Print a piece of paper, but then you would have to print 30. So I don't really know. I don't know. Buy a planner or just get you some paper and literally go on Word and put 7 a.m., 8 a.m., not like from the start of your day to the end of your day. And look at how you're spending your time. And then you can, we'll go over that at the conference, because that's some VIP stuff right there. Start there. Mark your hours. Thank you guys. You're welcome. Share this stream. Show the love. Spread the love. Spread the love. And I thank you guys. I'm going to be out. I'm hungry. And that's it. So see y'all later. Mwah, mwah, mwah.